How do we treat someone who has given us a gift? Mainly if it was a gift that was greatly prized or enjoyed. What do we think about that person? What do we think about that gift? Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 6-month reading plan through the book of Psalms, today's psalm is Psalm 116, and I encourage you to read that psalm. Well, Psalm 116, verses 12 through 14, and then 16 and 17 says this: "What shall I render to the Lord for all his benefits towards me? I shall lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord. I shall pay my vows to the Lord. O may be in the presence of all his people. O Lord, your supply, I am your servant. I am your servant, the son of your handmaid. You have loosed my bonds. To you I shall offer sacrifice and thanksgiving and call upon the name of the Lord." Now, the picture you're looking at is of a wall clock that was built in 1760 by a man named Samuel Terry of Bristol, Connecticut. It was given to me by a very special woman who was my nanny when I was growing up in Connecticut. I've had the clock now for about 65 years. Now, there wasn't a day that goes by that I don't think about it and think about the woman I knew as Aunt Laura. I remember her as if she was in my life just yesterday. We used to sit on the steps of the Victorian mansion in which I grew up, and we would listen to her as she described places that she had traveled to all over the world. All of my early childhood memories, of all of them, I have more of her than any other person, including my siblings. Now, if I can think about a clock which just has pieces of wood and metal in its frame, how should I dream about God and the gift he has given me when his son died on the cross roughly 2,000 years ago? How should I treat him? How should I talk to him? These are questions that we should answer on a moment-by-moment basis. We should continually dwelling on God and what he has done for us through Christ. Our mind should always be drawn back to how we can serve him and how through him and how we can serve mankind. His history of dealing with mankind should be indelibly written on our hearts. We shouldn't go to any length of time without dwelling on his love for us and what he has given us. And in addition to that, we should be seeking out others so that we can give them what God has given us through Christ. We should be telling people about Christ, not only in words, but also in deeds. Now, someday this clock will go to one of Tony's and my children or grandchildren, and it'll be a treasure for them as it was a treasure for me. It will be a treasure not because of Aunt Laura. That will bring back memories who I was, and hopefully that will spring up memories of my relationship with Christ and how I showed it to the world. And if you would like a PDF copy of this entire reading plan, please send an email to phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.